Hey everyone, welcome to the first development video of this series. In this video, we are going to cover up all the modules which is required uh, during the development of this website for the CA. So let me tell you about all the modules which we are going to make in this project. So we know that there are two types of actor in this project, like admin and user, and we know the functionality of this both. Like admin can create the content of the website, and user can view the website, inquiry about the services, and ask a question. Correct. So now we know that there is one root module, like app module, and we will create a three other modules, like one for the user module and other for the admin module. Okay, but what about this auth module? So whatever components which is required for the user, that we will create under the user module, and the component which is required to create under for admin, so that we will create under the admin module. And what about auth module? So the components like a login, sign up, forget password, change password, that we will create under the auth module. Correct. So let's discuss one by one that what are the components which is required under the user module, and then we will start creating this all the functionality and structuring. So first, I want to tell you, okay, so this is the components which I decided to create under the user module. They are home, about, services, ask a question, you news, article, external link, and context. So this all components are the components which we don't need any login to do. We directly can access this as a user, and these are the component which is accessed by the admin. So admin will first do login, and after that admin can manage all these pages like banner, gallery, services, news, articles, external links, etc. And after that we can see that there is the auth module. So auth module require this all components like login page, sign up page, change password, forget password, etc. So now come to the point, like how to create the module in the how to create the module, all these three modules. So first, let me show you the first. We will create a project for this application. Then we will go one by one. So I'll open my command prompt and I'll go to my folder like CD YouTube, and then here I will write ng new. You know that this command is used to create a new Angular project. So ng new and project name. So what is the project name? So we will give the project name as CA application, CA website, correct? And I will press enter. After that, it will start creating the all the dependencies, all the files required for this Angular project. So now it is asking for, would you like to add Angular routing? So yeah, I need Angular routing. Yes. Now it is asking for which style format would you like to use. So I will go with the CSS. Press enter. Now it started creating all the files and started installing all the packages. You know that what type of packages it is installing. So it is installing all the dependencies and dev dependencies. And after that, we will add our dependencies, like whatever we need for our project, like Bootstrap, jQuery, etc., etc. And so you can see that it will take 1 to 2 minutes for this installation, because it will go to the internet and download all the repository in our application, and then it will install, save our package.json file, all this stuff. This all thing this Angular will provide in the initial. So we can see in our PPT that how to create a component. So like how to create a module, sorry. So module we can create by two types, like ng g module name. So g means generate, correct? So we will just define the name of the module, like we need a three module, correct? This because see, app module is the parent root module, and we need the three module: user module, auth module, and admin module. So how we can do this? So we can create by this. I will write ng g module, and module name is admin, correct? Same way I will write ng g module and user, and same way I will write ng g module and auth, correct? So this will create a three module. uh, After that, what I have to do is, but why I have mentioned this second line statement, like dash dash routing? Why? Because see, Angular provide a root level routing. Okay, so but root level module routing Angular by default it will provide, because you know that when we are creating the project, that time it is asking that do you need a routing module or not. So I have pressed yes, we need. So but I need like module level routing also, like whatever module we have created, like suppose if I created the admin, so for admin I need a routing, like what like suppose some pages, like I want to access manage banner page, so this manage banner routing will come under admin module. Okay, so I want to categorize this, like whatever the routing present for the admin, so that I will define in the admin routing module, and whatever routing is used for user, so that I will define under the user routing module. And same for the authentication. So we can directly create also, but Angular provide a facility to just if you write this statement like dash dash routing, so it will automatically provide that file. So how we can write this CLI, how we can modify this CLI command, like we will write routing. Now what this command will do, this will create a module and with a routing module file also. So let's see, it's this project is created successfully. Now what we will do is I can add the bootstrap. So I'll go to my folder like CA website. Okay, let's see what name we have used. CA website we have used. So I will write CA CD CA website. Now what I will do, I will just install our bootstrap and jQuery package. So I'll write npm install dash dash save and then bootstrap and then jQuery. So now npm is the node package manager. This will install all the bootstrap and jQuery packages. Correct. Now after installing this, what we have to do is I will start my project in Visual Studio Code, and we will attach all the required files in our angular.json file that I already told you in one video. You can check the Angular bootstraps tutorial. There I have told you like how to what is the use of angular.json file. So I will open my folder in this editor. So our folder is CA website. So I will select this folder. Now this folder is selected. So in the angular.json file, what I will do is in the assets folder, I will just include, I have already mentioned just to, we don't have to go and search this file. So I already mentioned this link like bootstrap.bin.css that I will include here. After that, in the script array, what I will do is I will include all these things like jQuery and Bootstrap, because Bootstrap needs a jQuery dependency. So I have included this file also. After that, this means that now Bootstrap and jQuery is successfully installed. Now, what is my next task? Next task is to create modules. So first, we will just check what is present inside the SRC folder. So you can check you can see that inside the SRC there is a folder app. Inside the app, you can see there is a root level module which is bootstrapping the app component. There is a app component, HTML, CSS, TS file, everything. So I will just remove all the content of this HTML file, and there is a routing module.ts file also. So this is a parent level routing. We don't have to do anything for here. Okay, now I want to create my module. So what I will do, this is my command to create the module. So I will just copy this and I will go to my CLI and I will paste here and then enter. So now let's see what it will do. It will just asking for, it is asking for, would you like to share anonymous usage data about this project? I don't want this thing, so I'll just press no. And now this will ignore this and it will create my module. See, you can see that the two things are created, like admin inside the SRC folder, inside the app folder, inside the admin folder, it is created the admin module.ts file and admin.routing.module.ts file. Let's check that it is present or not. So you can check you can see that there is a folder called admin, and inside this folder we have the two files, admin.routing.module.ts and admin.module.ts. So we can see that here there is a file, there is a module called admin module, and here you can see that there is a admin.routing.module file. So this routing is already included in the local module file, like in the admin module file. Why? Because this or whatever routing we need for the admin, that we will define here in the admin routing, and that this file we have included in the admin.module.ts file. Correct. Now we will go to now we are going to create another module with the name user. So now same way it will create a module for the user also. After that, we will create. So you can see that this two file again created for the user.routing.module and user.module.ts. Now I am going to create for the auth. So this is the auth routing module. So after this, what will happen is we'll create the module for authentication also. Now we can check that there is three folders created: admin, auth, user. All will have all the module file and routing file. Now what is the next task to do it? We will include all the module file, all the module class. We will import all the module class in the parent module like app.module.ts. So what we will do is here we will go in the app.module.ts and here we will import admin module from where, from the current location admin folder, and because it is already defined in the src app folder and this is in the root path, so we will just use the reference. Inside the admin we will include this file admin.module. Same way we will do for the user also. So here what I will do is here I will include user and the file is user.module, and what is the class name? The class name is user. And now same thing I will do for auth. So same way I will just change this auth and I will just change this auth, and same way I will change this folder auth. So this all three files are imported from this folder like admin and auth and user.module. Why I have defined this name? Because see, this name is present inside this module name. This is the class name of this module, correct? That's why I have defined this admin module. And after the import, what I will do is I will just import in the metadata import array all the things, then it will be a part of Angular project, user module and auth module. Correct. Now it is already done. Now all three modules we have inserted inside our we have imported in our Angular project. So what is the next task? Next task is to just we have done this module creation part. Now what we will do? We have to do create a components for all the modules. So we will start with the user module. For now, I will just show you how to create this two component inside the user module. So let's see what are the commands. There are three types of commands available to generate the component inside the any module. Okay, the first one is nggc component name. If we just use this command, so what it will do, it will create one folder with the component name, and inside that folder it will create the four files: html, ts, css, and spec.ts. So I don't want it to create a folder. I just want just to create the files. So what we can do is we will just write nggc component name / flat. So what it will do, it will not create the folder with the component name. It will just create all the four files. But I don't need that spec.ts file because we are not using that file. So what I will do is I will just skip that test file. So this is the command which I am going to run. So I'll just copy this command, go to the notepad, and I will just paste here, and I will change this component name to, what is the first component we need? We need this home component, correct? So I will write home. Okay, after that, what are the next component we need? We need about component, correct? So I will change this. But one more thing, where do we need this component? Home and about. We need inside the user module. So I will just include the folder name also, like we need inside user module. So now I will just copy this to command in the CLI, and I will go to CLI and enter. So now you can see that it will do something like it will create, okay, some error is there, unknown option true. Okay, why this is? Because I think I have given this space. So I'll just enter and let's see what will happen. Okay, now it has created three files and updated one file. So what are the three files? home.component.html, home.component.ts, home.component.css, and it is updated the home.module.ts file. Why it is updated? Because we need to include all this component file inside the module folder, inside the module file. So you can see that here home components included, and we also know that we need to import the home component. After that, we need to add in the declaration section. Okay, now this is done. Now I want one more component for this. So what I will do is I will just write here about component, correct? So now press enter. So this will also include this about component. It is also done. You can check that, and inside, if you go the user folder, you can see that all about files, home files are created. It is not created any folder for this component. Like this we want. And what I will do is I will define the routing inside the user routing module. So do you know that this is the local routing file, and here the routing array. So I will just do go inside and write path, and I will define the path like whenever there is a user, comma, not user, directly we will do home. So what we need to do is we need to call the component. Which component? We need a home component. So for to define the home component, I will write like this. So after defining this, it already includes this import also. If it will not include, you need to import it by yourself. Correct? Now I will just define one more route, like so route for about. So this is the about route, and here I will include the about component, ABOUT about component. So these two files are included in the route folder. Now we don't need to do anything. It is just my first work is done, and now same way we will do. So I just wanted to check it's working or not. So I will go to my app component. So you know that app component is the root component of this project. So whatever we want to load inside the app component, we need to use some placeholder. So I will show you what are the things, what is the story of the app component. We know that the app component is a root component. To load all the child component under the root component, we need Angular placeholder. This I already told you. So that placeholder is called as router outlet. Correct? This placeholder will load the different component dynamically based on the activated component on the current state. Correct. So I'll just include this router outlet in our app component like this. Now we can start our project like ng serve, and we can see that it's working or not for the user. So if it will work, we will start doing for admin and authentication. Correct. So let's see what it will do. It is taking some time because it will start compiling the project, and after that it will building the project, and then it will give us link to open the project in the browser. So you can see that it started compiling all the dependencies, and okay, it will take 1-2 minutes. We can wait till the time. Hope you understand whatever I tell you, how to create all these things, module components, how to create this routings. It's very easy step. It's not a complicated steps. Okay, now it's compilation successfully, and now we have to go to localhost 4200. So I will go to my browser and I will open here localhost 4200, and you can see that now this page is started. So what routes we have defined? We have defined home. So after doing this, you can see that home works. Now we will define about. So you can see that about works. So these two routings we have defined. Correct. Now I want that, suppose whenever user will go to the localhost 4200, what it should load? It should load the home page. Correct. So that I will define inside where? In the root component. Here I will define that whenever there is a path like nothing, empty path. So what it will do? It will redirect to, it will, okay, not redirect, it will just load the component. Okay, I don't have to do like this. I will write if there is a path empty, then it will load component. Which component? It will load home component. Correct. Now what we will do, we will test this. I will just do refresh. Let's check what it will do. It started compiling. You can see that it's compiled successfully, and yes, now it works. It's a home component. But here you can see that there is no URL like this. So we can do also that thing, like if we can uh, not like yeah, okay, fine, we will see this later. So now what I will do is same way I will create the routing for other things also. Like we see that we have created for user. Now I will create the login sign up component. So what I will do is I will go here, and inside this I will write for auth. I need a page login. After that we need a sign up, forget, and change password. Correct. This is basically structuring of the project. What we are doing the structuring of the project. After login, what we need a sign up. or we need a sign up. Okay, fine. We will go with the sign up name. Correct. So sign up is also created. And now what we need is we need a change password page. Change password page. Okay, fine. So change password page is also created. After that, what we need a forget password page. Correct. This all pages we have defined. Okay, now I'm going to create the route for all these pages. So I will go to auth.routing, and here I am going to define all the pages, like whenever there is a path login, what it will do, it will load the component like login component. And then again, I will copy this and paste here, and I will write here login sign up. Whenever there is a component like sign up, so it will load the sign up component. And again, if there is a folder like change password, so what component it will load? It will load change password component. Correct. Same way for forget password also. So it will write, we will write forget password, and in the component what we will write, forget password component. So all these components routings are defined. Now what we need to do is we need to check it's working or not. So first I will just serve the project, and now I think it will first compile, and after that it will run the project in the browser. Okay, it will take 1-2 minutes. So fine, it's 50% building done, and now we can do refresh. So you can see that first it loads the homework, and now I am going to login page. Yes, login also work, and now I want to go to sign up page. Sign up is also work. So same name, whatever we have defined the path, this name we will use to go to that route. So I just wanted to go to this path. This is also working. Now I want to check the forget password. So this also no, sorry, forget password. So this is also working fine. This all admin routing is also done. Now I want to create the for admin. So for admin, I will just create one thing, like I want one dashboard. Okay, so I will just create one for now. We will create by slowly when we start developing this. So dashboard component we need. So I'll just put enter, and in the admin routing, I will define the dashboard path. Like in the routing, I will go here and I will define path will be, whenever the path will be dashboard. So it will call the component like what component? Dashboard component. Correct. For now, we need this much routing only. And now what I will do is I will just serve my project. So let's see what it will do and what are the modification is left. What we need to do in this project. Okay, it will start compiling our project, and after that it will start building. Now building process is started, 10% completed, and now we can run this project in the browser. Okay, successfully. So this is the, now I will go to the dashboard. Correct, dashboard work, but I want that this dashboard is a part of admin. So I want the URL something like this, admin dashboard. So what I will do is I will just change here, I will write admin. Correct. So now we can see that how it will work. It is not able to find out any route like dashboard. Now I will do this admin dashboard. Correct, enter. So we can see that now dashboard is coming like this. So same way I will define the auth module also. Like we need auth in the beginning of all the path. I can edit all at once by clicking the alt and cursor So I'll do like this auth. Now we can see that all the authentication related route we can call by using auth login, correct? And now this is auth login. So you can see that login works. Now what next? Next is, I think this is all about the creation of this project. Okay, now fine. So this is all about the creating the multi-modular modules in Angular project and setting up the route and components. So hope you like this video. If you have any question, please ask in the comment section. Please do like, share, and subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching.